The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set! Third! Right there, right! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start, one play, 10 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Broncos at 3-4 on the year coming into play. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop it. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On play action, they'll throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
The 7th play now in this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Not much on that run, Charles. No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Touchdown, Broncos! Tim Patrick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Cook up the gut. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes, incomplete, right side to Cook. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Let's go now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, 5 years.
Looking to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Hands it off out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Jeudy. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on a catch and run. 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And back at the 8 now, 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
This nigga swatted the ball.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by McManus.
You get the shit working down there?
10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, gotta catch it first, because if you don't
I don't know if I can go for it.
no chance of picking up the 1st down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. Analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Fine time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Try to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to him. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempted.
Now Cook hit and he lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
Oh, yeah.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 44, Mahomes. And he'll be marked down at about the 26.
Unplug it and just plug it back in. Is the TV on?
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that
It's
means
on.
they're down to 1 remaining.
Oh, you got the remote? Is it already on?
Mahomes now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quad Williams. And the Broncos.
What's the screen? Let me see the screen.
They'll start at their own 7. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major
Go over, all the way over.
I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button,
Right there. Over one more.
In half number 2.
Over one more to the right.
Time here in Denver with the Broncos
Hit that.
leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coach.
Go all the way down.
For EA Sports Halftime Report.
Is it Pete?
And we welcome you back now alongside
To the right.
Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely.
After the game,
after the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they had to let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as
he rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 8. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going to try and throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Powers through it. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, still makes the catch, even though it was tipped at the line. Yeah, the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to.
Yeah, how many picks this nigga gonna drop? Bum-ass. All right.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
We talk about tip drills for defensive players.
Hey, you bum ass nigga.
The offensive guys, they do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, it's Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Now Mahomes. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Blesson Austin, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Ready.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a give up the middle. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 2-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. To about the 35, 2nd down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would